Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 141. And today, Topics Master is very young, a champion rather. Today, he won International Speech Contest as well as Table Topic Speech Contest. Toastmaster Saurabh Jarial. He started joining from last couple of sessions, and he has inspired many of us. He is one of the youngest family members at Global Impromptu Speaking Session. We're very happy to have him. Thank you so much, Tosma Saurabh. Today, he is the host, he's the topics master, and to support him, we have another young lady all the way from India, I believe again, yes. That is Gauri Kadam. This is her maiden role as well as maiden meeting. Please put your hands together to welcome her to explain the timing mechanism. Tosma Gauri, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amjad, and I'm glad to attend today's meeting. This is the first time I'm attending an international meeting, and I got the role of timer. I'm happy to serve that as a timer. So as a timer, since this is a table topic session, I will be showing a white background at 1 minute before completing 1 minute. As soon as the 1 minute gets completed, I will show green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll show yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. After red card, the speaker will get 30 seconds time to complete his or her speech. After that, we'll have a minute of silence for the evaluation if they are going to take place. That's it. Thank you, Toastmaster Amjad, and please correct me if I've missed anything.
No. Wonderful. Thank you so much. If you like to watch your timing, please pin Toastmaster Gauri Kadam. And now it's time to call upon our host, our topics master of today's meeting. Please keep yourself on muted mode because he'll be calling you in the order you have joined in. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Saurabh Jarial. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amjad, for such a kind introduction. A very late evening to one and all present over here. It is rightly said that sometimes you need to believe the magic of new beginnings and start something new. And that's what we do with impromptu speaking. Give you new exciting topics on which you have to speak on impromptu basis to polish your impromptu speaking skills and become a better leader, a better speaker, and a better orator. With this is Toastmaster Saurabh Jarial, appointed as the timing guidelines has already been shared with you for the table topic. Each one of you will be given a topic by me on which you have to think and then proceed with the speaking. So, starting with the first speaker which we have today is Toastmaster Puneet. Toastmaster Puneet, are you there?
Saurav, I'm in the middle of something. Can you call me after 3-4 speakers? Is it fine?
Okay, Puneet, no issue.
Thank you so much. Thanks for understanding.
Yeah. So moving on with our second speaker, we have Sushant. Toastmaster Sushant, are you there?
Yeah, actually, I'm a Gavilier, and am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and perfectly visible. So Toastmaster Sushant, if life is a cycle, then what's your break? If life is a cycle, then what's your break? Toastmaster Sushant, over to you.
If life is a cycle, what is your
break?
Break, right?
Right.
Okay. So, happy afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my fellow family. What if your life is a cycle? And what is your break? That's interesting. A life is something which runs just like a cycle, just like how our table topic master did. It is a cycle being pedaled by us. And the break to it is our family. Everything over here is like a cycle. We need to keep on pedaling it so that we go forward, we know more about it. But the breaks is the family, is the friends. They are the friends we have in our life. The break is none other, not to stop our journey, but to give us a relaxed moment so that we not only always think about our life, also give it some time to relax ourselves. When we spend time with our family, we relax ourselves. We get a fresh mind, which helps us to learn more, to grasp something even more quicker and easy. That's both of them are important. So I would surely say, if life is a cycle, we surely need a break. For me, it's my family, my brother, and my friends. I spend so much of time with them. I love them. They give me something which others cannot. The time they give is the most valuable thing in a life. They teach us new things. They give me new stuff to learn. That's the way I learn even more new stuff. They are like the gadget. The things they give, the advice they give us are like a gadget to grasp new more things. So I will surely say life is a cycle. Have your breaks as a person whom you really want to spend time with. So that they give you a piece of advice which can be used as a tool to grasp a new thing. So be ready to grasp and hold your breaks. Over to the table, topic master.
Very well said, Toastmaster Sushant. That was such a delightful thing to hear you speaking on this topic. Now, with this, moving on to our second speaker we have with us is Toastmaster Jesse. Toastmaster Jesse, are you there?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Toastmaster Jesse, the topic for you is the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. The grass is always greener on the other side of fence. Toastmaster Jesse.
When I was in India, I had one ambition to come to the Gulf and make some money. And when I came here for the first few years, I realized, this is such a place that life in India was better. But somehow I think I have crossed many years, came for only a few years, but I'm still here wanting to go back and not gone yet. Always, we see the other side of the fence is always greener and you want to be there. Only when you go to the other side, you will know the place where you are is the place, is the gold mine. Wherever you are, you can create and make your place uh, glorious. You can bring the gold mine out of the gold mine, bring the gold out of the gold mine. But the tragedy with us is that we keep our eyes are outward, so we keep seeing the outward people and we run helter skelter and get disappointed. Very few people make their fortune from where they are and become who they want to be. Some of us, we leave our country, come to another country, then go to another country, then go to another country, and keep hopping and finally just living. I don't know if it's a happy, good thing or not. Sometimes, even if it is not good thing, then you kind of accept it, like a frog in the pond. Then you think, this is the world. So always remember, you will see the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, but wherever you are, you can make the place a paradise and live happily. Not necessary that you have to uh, keep crossing or keep jumping the other side of the fence. Over to you, Saurav.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jesse. Now, with this, we have with us the third speaker and the backbone of the global impromptu speaking family, Toastmaster Amjad. Toastmaster Amjad, are you ready?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Toastmaster Amjad, topic for you is fall 7 times, stand up 8. Fall 7 times, stand up at 8. Toastmaster Amjad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. Fall 7 times and stand at the eighth. This is how life works. Tell me one person in your life who won at the first try and stood there forever. You will not find any single person. I was telling my kids Other day he won the first prize. He was very happy. And that day, as a lesson, we made a video and shared on social media. I thought, what next? Can you maintain it? And I was not congratulating him, but advising him, remember, somebody will come and take over. So you need to prepare yourself. Do not feel disappointed. You have taken over somebody, and tomorrow somebody else will do that. So hold your horses, hold yourself when you are going to break, you are going to fail. This is what life philosophy is. Whether you have tried many times, failed many times, and won at the end, or you have won and you will be failing afterward, because this is how the circle of life works. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have failed in their lives, but the one win will make them remember forever, forever, many a times. You just go back. If you can connect my social media, you will see my embarrassing, rather most embarrassing speeches uploaded on social media, but I proudly uploaded. The reason was, I know one day one line will change somebody's life, and it happened. And now people send me messages. It's not brilliant speech, I know that. But when you connect with people who are like-minded, or they are living similar life as you, they will feel, yes, this is real life. It's not out of the world. It's not from Mars. It's not from any other planet. This is real. Failure is real. Winning is real. Breaking hearts is real. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you lose 7 times and win at eighth, or lose at 70th time and winning at 71st time, end of the day you are going to win. And if you don't accept lose or losing it, you will never lose. Every time we learn from losing, and we learn from winning as well. Ladies and gentlemen, change people's life. Before that, change your life, like I'm trying every single day. Thank you so much. Back to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amjad, for such an inspiring word. With this, moving on to our next speaker, we have with us Toastmaster Sharman. Toastmaster Sharman, are you ready? Okay, so
Yes.
Toastmaster Sharman, topic for you is sometimes ignorance is a bliss. Sometimes ignorance is a bliss. Toastmaster Sharman, over to you.
Yeah, Mr. Table Topic Master and Global Into Friends. And yes, that's correct. I'm a person like, I can say, jump the gun. So anything comes around me, I take it and do something. And it's not the way. Actually, you have to wait till, and you have to, like a white ball, then the cricketer, the cricket player, the batsman can leave off. Like that, you have to do it. Then maybe it's not your area, but somehow they are willing to do jack of all trades and master of none. So better to do on your job. So when you see, sometimes ignoring some things, and will come to a settlement or get the solutions from another expertise, take it over and do it. And I think that's the ignorance you mean. So but you can't ignore sometimes response coming onto you. Even your subordinates doing the wrong thing, you can't ignore it. You have to, if they done the error, you have to then and there address and correct it. Otherwise, they will do a big thing, and you will be in trouble in some day. So better to have the attentively control or doing something in your work life, even the in your family, or the society. When you work, you are staying in a society, the neighbors do some small things. Sometimes we have to ignore it. Otherwise, you are trying to interfere everything, you will be in trouble. Over to you, Mr. Table Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sherman. With this, we'll be moving on to the youngest speaker we have with us, Toastmaster Jatin. Toastmaster Jatin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. So Toastmaster Jatin, topic for you is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? Toastmaster Jatin.
If healing is the
Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? Toastmaster Jatin.
so
Maybe you can
feeling
write it. Maybe you can put it in the chat. I cannot also get it properly.
Okay, ma'am. Just a minute. I'll type it in the chat box.
I can also mention, is stealing, like stealing something, Jatin? Is stealing to
yeah.
feed the starving child wrong?
Okay. Okay, answer. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. So, is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? I can agree and disagree to this topic because if we say in disagree, because stealing is bad and there's also chances where while you're stealing, there might be security cameras. So when somebody reports that you're stealing, that also so you might be in jail. Another thing is to agree is that you're feeding a starving child, which I totally agree because today me and my parents helped 50 people. We gave food to all the beggars and the people who needs food. So we today we help 50 people every day. We're doing like that. So if we see that we can stealing to feed a starving child can be agree and disagree. But if the police or the person doesn't know that you're stealing the food for feeding the child, and if they don't know, that means they might also take you to jail or something. But if they know, they might also agree to it. So I totally agree and disagree to this topic. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Jatin. You very well spoke to the topic. With this, we move on to our next speaker, Toastmaster Uman Farooq. Toastmaster Uman Farooq, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Tell me.
Yeah. So Toastmaster Uman, topic for you is time and tide, wait for no one. Time and tide, wait for no one. Toastmaster Uman. Over to you.
Yesterday I was washing my clothes with Tide. They were cleaning so well. You cannot imagine. You are giving me a topic about Tide. Okay, so time and tide, no wait for none. That is very true. See, time goes on. Whether you want to try to stop it, whether you want to do different things, if you are keep on pondering about them, the time will slip away from your hands. So what you want to do? You want to spend your time worrying about what will happen in future and what has happened in past. Can you change it? No. What you can do is live in that present moment, and you can create your own future. So why you are wasting that time? So if you want to your time to matter, you have to live every moment to the fullest. I People say that time is money. So how well you are spending that money? Are you treating that time as important as money? No, okay, you are wasting time on things that don't matter, that things that are not focused on your goals, what you want to achieve. Maybe just make a note of all the things that you have done last week that have been forward pushing for towards your goals. Have you done all those things that are contributing towards your goals, or you have just wasted the time? What are the type of gathering you have? What are type of opportunities that you have created? So you have to be able to manage your time, and you first of all you have to know the importance of your time. importance of time that you have. Your days are numbered. Every breath you are taking is making you closer towards your end. So what every breath you are taking is as important as you are. So make most of it. Live your life to the fullest and don't wait for things to happen. Make them happen. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Woman. You very well spoke according to your topic in a very clean manner, just the way tide cleans the dirt from our floors. Thank you so much for that. Now, with this, I would like to move on to our next speaker, the very dynamic lady, Toastmaster Savita. Toastmaster Savita, are you there?
Yeah, yes, Toastmaster Saurabh, please.
Okay. So, Toastmaster Savita, it takes two to make a quarrel. It takes two to make a quarrel. Toastmaster Savita, over to you.
Morning, good evening, everyone present here. And it takes two to make a quarrel. Absolutely. Quarrel happens between two only, isn't it? You need someone to counter your arguments, you put your points, to say what you want to do in life or anything else. It takes two. But on the other hand, I feel the two can be the same person itself. Sometimes you quarrel with your own self only. There are two minds in us. One mind says this way is correct. The other says no, this way is correct. That quarrel happens between the same person. So in that person, there are two people or two mindsets for particular situation exist. For particular situation, one part of the mind says no, this way, this particular path is correct. And the second says no, this particular path is correct. Like for example, when I wanted to join these Toastmaster meetings, I was really scared in the first meeting. When I came back home, that fearful mind was like, no, I don't want to go for it. The second part of the mind said, no, I am going to learn something. It is something new for me. I'll be learning something better. So there was a quarrel between my mind, the two parts of my mind. And who wins? Whomsoever you feed. So with the mind, one mind, I fed that no, it is better to learn something in this life. So yes, it requires two people for quarrel, but that quarrel can be in one mind only. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Savita. It was a delight hearing to you. With this, I would like to call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Puneet. Toastmaster Puneet, are you ready?
Yes, Saurabh.
Okay. So, Toastmaster Puneet, what is the simplest truth you can express in the world? What is the simplest truth you can express in the world? Toastmaster Puneet, over to you.
A wise man once said, "Don't let victory get into your head and defeat into your heart." Good evening, good morning, everyone. I was dancing like a peacock after winning evaluation speech contest representing Chennai Toastmasters Club at Area C1, District 120. I was dancing like a peacock. Come on, I'm the champion here. Yeah, I had that arrogance which went into my head. I thought I was the best in my area. After all, Chennai Toastmasters Club is the lighthouse club of Tamil Nadu, and winning from Chennai Toastmasters Club is indeed one of the most challenging tasks. And I not just won Chennai Toastmasters club level contest, but also area level as well. And I had that arrogance, that pride. I'm the best. Has it ever happened to you that you let victory get into your head? I carried that careless attitude, and I did not listen to my mentor who always said that, "Puneet, you have to slow down." Telling me to slow down is like telling a bullet train to slow down. It's very difficult. But then I just went with that careless attitude, attempted my evaluation, and internally I knew that I'm not done well. In fact, I boldly posted my success in social media when I won the area level contest. But the moment I lost, I did not do that. And I was wondering, what have I done? I let victory get into my head and defeat into my heart that I was silent for some time. And it's only when I spoke with my mentor who gave me this beautiful advice, this beautiful principle of life, that never let victory get into your head and defeat into your heart. Because too often life throws challenges at us, wherein sometimes we are happy and sometimes we are sad. But what's important is to keep continuing. Have you ever seen that clock? It always keeps moving, irrespective of day, night, come what may. Whether it's high time or low time, the clock doesn't distinguish between anyone. I think we can take a lesson out of that clock, of being stoic at the same time and treating our triumph and disaster as same. So, fellow Toastmasters, one simple rule of life which I have learned and which I want to express to each and everyone out here is that don't let victory get into your head and defeat into your heart. Back to you, table topic master.
Very well said, Toastmaster Puneet. I believe that that was the truth which everyone needs to understand, that you should always be humble and down to earth. And you nailed it. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Puneet. With this, I would like to call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Nazir. Toastmaster Nazir, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum.
Good evening, sir. So,
Good evening.
Toastmaster Nazir, topic for you is God helps those who help themselves. God helps those who help themselves. Toastmaster Nazir, over to you.
Thank you so much, our table topics master this evening. God help those who will help themselves. I truly agree, because God told us to start within ourselves. Although you don't know me, because I like to keep my personality clandestine for special reasons. But I can give you this wisdom, that every time you think of helping others, you have to start with yourself. Because God told us, you will not change until you change from within. So I commend those people who take the first step by helping themselves in order to help others. Remember, if you don't have it, you cannot give it to others. This is life. So my fellow friends across the globe here listening, please take it an advice from an old fellow. Every time you want to make good things in life and give others, think of your family and yourself, because if you are not healthy and not strong, you cannot give away anything from your life. So my advice is, again, yes, God will help you if you help yourself first. So help yourself to help others. Back to you, Mr. Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nazir, and I hope that everyone present here would like to take this valuable piece of advice from such a wise man like you. With this, I would like to call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Sarat Madala. Toastmaster Sarat, are you there?
I think he is not there.
Okay, so let's move on to our next speaker, Toastmaster Babu Gupta. Toastmaster Babu Gupta, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so Toastmaster Babu Gupta, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Toastmaster Babu Gupta, over to you.
Yes. I have been always advised by my accountant to keep balance of my company in 2 or 3 banks, because if someone one day rob one bank, then I will be left with something. Similarly, in while I am saving something, I am advised the same way. I can see that this bank is giving me the more interest, So I should keep all my money in this account only because I am being greedy. But then I realized the saying or the topic which you gave to me, that if I will do this and then the thing which I said earlier will happen here, then I will remain like that woman who wanted to get all the golden eggs from the hen in one day. So yes, I have realized with passing time that whether something is more attractive to you and you want to go on that path only, but you should think of other options as well. I am a businessman by profession. I have got good clients and I have got bad clients too. Some clients give me good margin of profit and some clients do not give me so much margin of profit. What can I do? I can say that I will only deal with this client. But as a businessman, I cannot do that because I know that in business, one will survive and one will not survive, or both can survive simultaneously. I will have to deal with both of them. That is why I am able to survive, because I used to think that I will do only business with those clients who will give me good margin of profit, and that thing has affected my business. And now I realize that the topic you gave to me is a very true topic which I will always follow throughout my life. Thank you. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Babu Gupta. Now, moving ahead with our next speaker we have with us is Toastmaster Heshma. Toastmaster Heshma, are you there? I believe Toastmaster Heshma is not present in the meeting. So we have with us our next speaker, Toastmaster Rahul Dubey. Toastmaster Rahul Dubey, are you there?
Yes. Am I audible there? And
yes,
am I visible?
Toastmaster Rahul, you are completely audible and perfectly visible. So Toastmaster
Perfect,
Rahul,
yeah.
what small act of kindness were once shown that you'll never forget? What small act of kindness were once shown that you'll never forget? Toastmaster Rahul, over to you.
In this world, if you could be anything, if in this world, if you could be anything, be kind. This is words of one of the greatest philosophers of the world. My dear friend, in this world when people want to be successful, people want to achieve a lot of money, they feel it is the cool. Let me tell you, the new cool in the world today. It is not your wealth, but it is your health, which is the new cool today. It is not what your status, how many buildings do you possess. What the new cool is, what the charity donation you have done. In India, we have two major populations. One says 1%, the richest people, who have the 80% of the money. The other one, the rest 90%, 99% people who just have the 20% of the share. But what people do not remember those who have a lot of money. People remember those who have given a lot. Remember one thing, the dynamite man. Once morning, just waking up from his bed, and he was reading the newspaper, and he read what in the obituary column, the sad news column, he read his name, that he has died. The dynamite man is no more. Somebody wrote there, the merchant of death is no more. And the man was shocked, perplexed, surprised. Why? Am I alive? Am I in heaven or hell? Where am I? And after he regained the composure, he asked himself, is this how he wants to be remembered? Is this how he wants the world to know him after he is no more? That he got the chance to get introduced to his own death, the creator of dynamite, inventor of the dynamite. He gave all his fortune to establish one organization that is called today and known today as the Nobel Prize Organization. Yes, my dear friend, all those who are not knowing, Nobel Prize was taken by Alfred Nobel, and he was the dynamite man, which we all remember even today. The greatest act of kindness. Over to you, TTM.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul. Now we have with us our next speaker, Toastmaster Anne. Toastmaster Anne, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Toastmaster Anne, topic for you is a bird in hand is worth two in bush. A bird in hand is worth two in bush. Toastmaster Anne. Over to you.
Thank you. Kindly, can you write it in the chat? I've not got it so well. Or you can say it again.
Okay, I'll repeat once again. A bird in hand is worth two in a bush. A bird in hand is worth two in a bush. Toastmaster Anne. Okay, no issues. I'll type it in the chat box.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Thank you so much. Certainly, if you have the bird in your hand, it's much more than two that are in the bush. Granted, the two in the bush are more than the one in the hand. But what if the two in the bush never come to you? Then you won't have a thing. What does that mean to me? I had a business that I was running. And when the pandemic came, that business got shattered. That was a business in my hand. But I also had some investment that was outside that I could not liquidify. I always felt that at one time when I get into that problem, my investment will help me. That was a piece of land that I'd kept that I would sell when I get into trouble. But alas, I couldn't also sell the piece of land because nobody at that time was buying land. So I had to go back to the business I was running. Much as I had thought it was shattered, at least it had been running. So it was easier for me to struggle and get it running again. That's when I found out that it's good if you can have something in the bush, but don't rely so much on it. Always have something also in your hands, because that is something that will always run even when you get into trouble. So certainly from that experience, I was able to tell that this business that I had in my hands, much as it was also vulnerable, it was still much better than the big piece of land that I thought I would sell, and I wasn't able to sell because it was not easy to sell it. So certainly a bird in the hand is much more worth than the two birds in the bush. Over to you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anne. With this, I would like to call upon our next speaker we have with us, Toastmaster Morella. Toastmaster Morella, are you there? Toastmaster Morella. I believe she's not present in the meeting. Okay, so I would like to call upon our speaker, far, 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 right from the Northern Lights, Toastmaster Jaya.
A very good evening.
Very good evening, Toastmaster Jaya. Toastmaster Jaya, topic for you is what adversity and loss makes a man wise? What adversity and loss makes a man wise? Toastmaster Jaya, over to you.
Do you have other topic?
Yeah, sure. We can go ahead with the next topic if you don't want this. Okay. So the next topic for you is be slow in choosing, but slower in changing. Be slow in choosing, but slower in changing. Toastmaster Jaya.
Okay, be slower in choosing and slower in chasing.
Yes, in changing.
A very good evening to impromptu friends and your guests. I agree with this topic. I believe one should not be in haste in choosing, because when you run after something, then you realize it is not worth. So I always feel you should judge and compare, like which one is more worth and important, and choose that. Don't be in hurry, otherwise you regret in life. That's what I believe in. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jaya. Now moving ahead, we have with us our next speaker, Toastmaster Purvi. Toastmaster Purvi, are you there?
Yes, am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes, you are clearly audible and perfectly visible.
This is really a coincidence. I just asked what is the number in my queue and I had my turn.
Okay, so Toastmaster Purvi, topic for you is there's no time like the present. There's no time like the present. Toastmaster Purvi, over to you.
May I have a few seconds to think about or structure?
Yes, sure. You can take time to think.
Okay. I just recently read this. Do not put off till tomorrow what you can do today. So this thing, this dictum, this phrase rules my life. I believe what I can do today and what mistakes I have committed in the past, I can correct my present. Taking my past in my clutches will make my present not worth living. And thinking about my future, what will be I doing, what I'll do, what are my career opportunities, rather than living in the present is worth. Today I am studying in pharmacy. I am worried about the scope in pharmacy of my career, but I believe I should enjoy my college days because they are never come back. And most importantly, I should work on my basics as they're going to help me in the ground level at least. So I believe we should live in the present. I have many things in my past. To be honest, I had been a scholar in my school time and my previous college, but now I feel like, what about that hype I used to have? Now I feel don't go in that hype and just enjoy these days. Just work on your concepts. I'm not thinking of doing all that stuff. Okay, I'll just study, I'll make this go. No, not at all. So, this is my advice to all the fellow members, all the fellow Toastmasters. Kindly live in the present and don't spoil your future at least. So, over to you, Saurav.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Purvi. Very well said. Now, we have with us our next speaker, Toastmaster Nitin. Toastmaster Nitin, are you there? I believe Toastmaster Nathan is not present in the meeting. So we'll move on with Toastmaster Vikas. Toastmaster Vikas, are you ready?
Yes, am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are completely audible and perfectly visible.
Let me see back to the timer. 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So Toastmaster Nathan, Toastmaster Vikas, topic for you is, how do you react when all good things come to an end? How do you react when all good things come to an end? Toastmaster Vikas, over to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for such a wonderful topic to speak today. How do you react when all good things to end? This is very interesting topic and one of the favorite situations that I want to react in, because I participated in few contests and where I have mentioned in my profile what is the situation that inspires me most. That is any challenging situation where all the good things have stopped, that inspires me most, because definitely challenges are keep you alive in life. If you want to progress, you need to do the struggle, and only then you have chances to success. I would like to share one personal experience. I was traveling from hometown to my workplace. It was around 100 kilometers of journey, and I have just completed 20 kilometers, and my bike broke down in between, or my vehicle broke down in between, and there was no garage nearby. So, and at that situation, what anyone will do, anyone will get angry, get frustrated, but I enjoy that situation because it's a challenge for me to overcome that situation and to reach my office in time. So I took my vehicle, I took my bike 2 kilometers back towards the garage. I fixed that problem, and I, I drive to my work location. I reach to my work location, and that joy, that the moment of accomplishment of that simple goal. It's a simple thing. I can park my vehicle aside and I can take other vehicle to reach my office. But definitely, I overcome that situation by my own, and I reach to that office. So thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikas. That was great thing hearing you. Now we have with us our next speaker, Toastmaster Chetan. Toastmaster Chetan, are you there?
Yes, thank you.
So Toastmaster Chetan, what life lessons did you learn the hard way? What life lessons did you learn the hard way, Toastmaster Chetan?
What life lessons do you have learned?
Did you learn the hard way?
Can you repeat? I learned
the hard way.
Hard way, okay. The life lessons I learned the hard way. In our life, there are always hard ways to learn the lessons, and most of the lessons are always learned hard way only. If the way is not hard, there is no learning. That's what is my personal understanding of life till that, because I have too many things to share on the hard way of learning. I remember at the beginning of my career, I struggled a lot to understand what I am supposed to do. I landed up into a wrong career and the wrong organization, and then realized what is right, and then whatever time I wasted, then I restarted. But it's always important to learn that you are on a wrong path or right path. And it takes a long time to understand in life about all these learnings. Sometimes it also happens that when we are passing through hard times, we are feeling that everything happening with me is too bad. But ultimately, at the end of every hard time, there is a lot of learning. And what we need to do is to analyze every bad situation, every hard situation in our life at the end of that situation. And if you really analyze and correct your own way ahead in your life, you have huge learning. You will understand that you have learned so many things, and when you correct your ways after that learning, you grow, you develop, you progress in your life. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chetan. With this, I would like to call upon another amazing speaker with us. Who is there with us? Toastmaster Sunita. Toastmaster Sunita, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So Toastmaster Sunita, if ain't broke, don't fix it. If ain't broke, don't fix it. Toastmaster Sunita. Over to
Good
you.
evening, my global impromptu family, Toastmaster Saurabh in particular. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a very, very relevant statement, especially in today's world. You know what? Whenever somebody new comes on the scene, they think they have to make a change. Unless they make that change, they are not going to create an impact. So you might notice that whenever some new person takes over, whether it is an organization or a committee, the first thing they will do is, even if things are running very smoothly, they will try to make changes to it. And that will not necessarily help the organization. I recall reading somewhere about an Israeli study. They had said that in most of the football matches, now I'm not a football player, so I cannot vouch for this, but this is a study I read. If the goalkeeper stands in the middle, he has more chances of stopping the goal. But then if he stands in the center and he misses a goal, then people will accuse him of not having dived towards the center. So there are many a times when you have to just stand in the center and save the goal. But then because people think you have to make changes, he decides to dive either to this side or that side and misses the goal. So if it ain't broken, don't try to fix it. What is good, let it keep going on. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunita. Very well said. Now we have with us our next speaker, Toastmaster Nancy. Toastmaster Nancy, are you there?
Yes, Saurabh, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are completely audible and perfectly visible. So, Toastmaster Nancy, a bad workman always blames his tool. A bad workman always blames his tool. Toastmaster Nancy, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Today I was reading one story of Olympic gold medalist Carolee Takas. And it was such an inspiring story that I just looked all into me and thought that I am perfectly fine with my body. I'm perfectly fine with my mind. But that man, he was a best right hand shooter. And one day he lost his right hand in a grenade explosion. He was about to win the gold medal in Olympic 1940. But then that incident happened and he lost his best right hand. Now what? He had only two choices. Either to lost his dream or give up hope, but the second to continue to hope or win the gold medal in Olympics. Now, what a failure man do there. He will just blame his fate that, oh shit, what I have lost my hand now, what I will do. He will cry till his life. but that man decided to practice, and he practiced with his left hand, and he make his left hand world's best hand. When Olympic begins, all his friends were making fun of him that, oh, you came here to support us. But he said that, no, I'm here to compete. And he make and he participated, and he won the gold medal in the 1948 Olympics. So the moral of the story is that if you go to the failure, he will say thousand reasons that I'm not good, I didn't do that because of this, because of that. But if you go to the succeed person, he will give only the one way, and he will do it. So over the Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nancy, for such an inspiring speech. Now, I would like to call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Bandana Singh. Toastmaster Bandana, are you there?
Yeah, hi, I'm there. Sorry, I was speaking on mute.
Okay, no issue. So, Toastmaster Bandana, a rolling stone gathers no moss. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Toastmaster Bandana.
A rolling stone. Sorry, I missed understanding it. Rolling stone
gathers no moss.
Okay. A rolling stone gets no moss. Doesn't it sounds very similar to what we actually hear in our everyday life during this pandemic? Our parents have been telling us, our relatives have been telling us that don't be stagnant, keep learning, keep thriving, keep dreaming, and do what you want to do. Aim for your dreams, try for it. If you reach, well and fine. If you don't, it was God's wish that you must fail so that you can excel even more better the next time when you try again. One day I was just scrolling through Facebook, and suddenly I saw one Gold Coast video on which there was one US pageant holder who was saying that she was trying for military. Someone came across her way in Target and asked her that, is she a mother? How old is she? Why is her skin complexion so dark? And the lady said, I'm single, I'm 19 enough. Do you want to say it? Do you want to listen that only, that my complexion is not light enough? And then the lady who was questioning her asked her that, you should try for Miss USA pageant. You can make it there. And this lady was stumped, dumbfounded, and was literally cursing that lady. But still she tried for Miss USA pageant, and she deviated from where she was heading to. Her life, after 6 attempts, failure after failure after failure, she ultimately made it to Miss USA pageant at first place. No, like if the stone keeps on rolling, if the water is not stagnant, mosquitoes cannot breed. Rolling stone cannot have a moss deposition over it. A flowing water will not have algae at its bottom, but it will be clean and fresh, and you can see through it crystal clear. Such is life also. You have to keep thriving, keep dreaming, and keep achieving for it. You have to target for it so that you can achieve it, make it a possible, and make it a reality of yourself. With this, I hand over the stage back to Table Topic Master. Thank you.
Very well said, Toastmaster Bandana. You are such an amazing speaker we have with us today. Now, moving ahead with our last speaker for today's meet, Toastmaster Ajay. Toastmaster Ajay, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Okay, so Toastmaster Ajay, what adversity and loss makes a man wise? What adversity and loss makes a man wise? Toastmaster Ajay, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saurabh, and very, very good evening to all my global impromptu members here. What adversity and loss makes a man wise? Well, I would say that practically every event in life, it need not be an adversity, it need not be a loss, but practically every event in life makes an individual wise. Because that particular event probably never happened. So it's a new experience for an individual to learn from. And should that event have already happened in your life, you definitely can deal with in a better fashion because you already have been through that experience. So, in my opinion, each and every adversity, every difficulty, every particular loss, in fact, even a gain, even a happy moment in life, not necessarily an adversity, can definitely teach you so many new aspects and attributes about life that it makes you wiser. It gives you the opportunity to see right from wrong, light from dark. It gives you a vision, it gives you a path, it gives you a direction how to mold your life and walk out in correctly. So that in a situation, especially the word of the day, very specific, it avoids you from getting into any clandestine situation. And I think that is the most important part to know that you are becoming wiser. And that's the way life goes on and on and on. So I would say just keep traveling on the path, take each adversity, each gain, each loss, each good moment, and keep learning from it for a simple reason. The more you learn, the more you're wiser in life. Over to you, Toastmaster Saurabh. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jay. You are great today. It is always a delight to hear from such a wise and elated speakers like you. So with this, the impromptu speaking session has come to an end. Now I would like to call upon the timekeeper for today,
No,
Toastmaster
first you
Gauri,
have to,
to deliver the report.
Saurabh, you have to take timer also. Timer will also take a topic.
Yeah, give a
Yeah,
topic
sure,
timer.
sure.
Then you will be
Okay.
given a topic by Christmas Homer.
Sure,
Can
sir.
we have
So,
can we have him first, because I'll make sure I'm sitting in the quiet place. Can we give topic to the table topic master first? In meantime, I'll make sure I'm
Yeah.
sitting in the quiet place.
Sure. Toastmaster Homer, you
So
can
meanwhile, table topic master is ready.
yeah,
Yes,
Toastmaster Homer, please
Saurabh, you are
start
ready.
from Saurabh.
So
yes, sir,
if
I'm ready.
everyone agrees, then I would like to give one topic to our table topic master.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. Timer, are you ready?
Just a second.
May we have a
No problem.
yeah.
I will time.
Oh, Jesse is ready as a timer. Meanwhile, Saurabh, could you unmute yourself so that I could have a audio check? Though you were perfectly audible
Yes.
till now, and you are perfectly
Hello,
visible.
check. Okay, thank you.
Timer all set?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Toastmaster Saurabh, when there is a will, there is a relative. When there is a will, there is a relative. Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, topic master. Now there comes a time when we realize that we have no one around us. But in those situations, if you have money, trust me, even the worst enemy will be your friend. And what if they are your relatives? So if there is a will, probably you'll have not only one, but many relatives with you. And this reminds me of a very great movie which I recently watched yesterday. It's a movie about three brothers who used to hate their father just because of simple reasons that he didn't give them a money, a single penny from his bill. But eventually, when they started noticing the adverse situation which money creates, they realized that their father was a kind person. And what he did to them was to make them realize the true value of money, why we should do this. Just imagine if he had given them the money he had, will the brothers realize the importance of their father? They might cherish the money. They might be thankful, but they'll never be grateful to the father. It was only until they step into their father's shoes they realize how difficult it is to manage money, especially when you have too many enemies who act as your friends just to get a piece of cake, which can devour their hunger for greed, their hunger for sin. So, dear Toastmasters, if you have a will, I can make you, uh, I can truly say that trust me, there will always be a relative waiting to grab that will from you and to have a piece of cake you might be thinking to have in your desert. Over to you, topic master.
Perfectly articulated, Saurav. Lot of content. And though it was a part of a proverb, I twisted a bit. When there is a will, there is a way.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul. Toastmaster Saurabh, you can give a topic to Gauri now, the last speaker.
Yes, stop. So, Toastmaster Gauri, are you there?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you're completely audible and perfectly visible.
Thank you.
So, Toastmaster Gauri, a ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what a ship is for. A ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what a ship is for. Toastmaster Gauri, over to you.
Thank you, table topic master. This topic reminds me of the asset that all of us have. A skill that many of us did not realize until we joined Toastmasters. Yes, I'm talking about public speaking skills. I as a person didn't know what I had. I always shy, I always made, I as a speaker, I used to always shy back from the opportunities, from the speaking opportunities. I used to run away from any conversation, let it be in the wedding or any kind of conversation. But I did not realize I have that skill inside me until I joined Toastmasters. When I joined Toastmasters, I realized, yes, this is how I can communicate with the world around me. I can make my point, I can make world understand my point of view rather than just shying away from showing my opinions to the world. So, many of you will have the skills, but what if your opinions are just with you and you're not able to speak out your opinions with the world, rest of the world? Then what good they are, right? Similarly, it's not just about opinions, it's also about good work that we are doing. Here, as a public speaker, you get the opportunity to speak about how you can improve your life by helping others, and also you get the opportunity to mentor others. So it's not just about improving your public communication skills, it is also about improving other people's life, their communication skills also. So when you have the skills, let's not keep it inside a law box. Let flow with the this opportunity, take this opportunity of public speaking and make best out of it. So thank you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gauri. Really appreciate for your beautiful and amazing check. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we conduct our sessions. Now we are over 12 minutes. Now let's hear the timing report from Gauri Kadam again. Gauri, over to you.
Thank you, Amjad. I hope I am audible to everyone. Can I see a thumbs up? Yeah, thank you. Uh, I missed names of first two speakers, so I'll just call them first speaker and second speaker. So first speaker took 1 minute and 45 seconds. Second speaker took 2 minutes. Third speaker, Amjad, took 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Sharman took 1 minute and 40 seconds. Jatin took 1 minute and 20 seconds. Umar Farooq took 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Savita took 1 minute and 57 seconds. Puneet took 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Nazir took 1 minute and 35 seconds. Babu took 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Rahul took 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Annie took 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Jaya took 52 seconds. Purvi took 1 minute and 36 seconds. Vikas took 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Chetan took 1 minute and 51 seconds. Sunita took 1 minute and 43 seconds. Nancy took 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Vandana took 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Ajay took 1 minute and 58 seconds. Table topic master, Saurabh took 1 minute and 56 seconds. And I am not sure about my speech time. I would request Jesse to put it on the chat box.
Sorry, I did not.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
That's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
It's okay. You're qualified. Thank you so much. Really appreciate Toastmaster Gauri. Really appreciate. It was Gauri's first meeting and first role she has taken immediately after we announced. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to for these two youngsters, Toastmaster Saurabh and Gauri, for making this successful show. Really appreciate. A big hand for you both. Ladies and gentlemen, with that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you so much. Stay blessed wherever you are.